If you've been feeling low on energy, lacking focus, and without that relentless drive to achieve your goals, it's almost certain that your testosterone levels are down. What nobody tells you is that mundane, everyday habits are draining your life force and wrecking your discipline. Want to change that right now? Adopt these powerful practices and watch your testosterone levels skyrocket as your determination becomes unbreakable. It's time to take control of your life once and for all. This constant fatigue, the feeling of being drained and lost, is a clear sign that something is very wrong, and the cause could be your hormones sabotaging you. The brutal truth is that a lack of discipline is silently draining your hormonal balance without you even realizing it. Don't stay idle. Make these adjustments and radically transform your energy, focus, and motivation. The time has come to master your body and mind like never before. Hormones play a crucial role in everything, from energy and mood to concentration and how the body handles stress. The question is, are they getting the attention they deserve? Discipline emerges as a decisive factor for restoring hormonal harmony and improving quality of life through accessible practices that can yield significant results. So, before we continue, think carefully. Are you ready to take control of your hormones and consequently your life? Think about it. The lack of discipline could be wrecking your hormonal health. Without order, hormones go haywire, sabotaging your energy, mood, and even your immunity. It's not an exaggeration to say that daily disorder is an invitation to hormonal chaos. Discipline is the foundation to getting everything back on track. Imagine the impact of going to bed at different times each night, waking up tired, and relying on several cups of coffee to function. Or the effect of eating poorly throughout the week, living on fast food and quick snacks while your body begs for real nutrients. These choices may seem small, but together they undermine hormones and make imbalance inevitable. Take Paula's story as an example. For years, she lived in constant fatigue, using coffee and sugar to stay awake. When she decided to adopt fixed sleep schedules and make small changes in her diet, like swapping fast food for homemade meals, the difference was noticeable. Within weeks, her energy started returning and her mood stabilized. Small daily changes made a big difference, showing that discipline can truly transform life. Want more energy? Want to break free from constant exhaustion? Then start with the basics. Sleep at the same time every day, make exercise a rule, and avoid using food as an emotional escape. It's not about cutting out everything you love, but about turning daily commitments into a foundation for restoring hormonal balance. The truth is, big changes start with small daily steps. Adjusting your routine to include simple habits like turning off your phone an hour before bed or choosing a nutritious meal over a quick snack could be the missing factor for regulating hormones and restoring vitality. Stop and think. What you do every day is shaping your hormones, whether you realize it or not. The truth is that small, everyday actions, when neglected, can mercilessly undermine your health. But when done right, they have the power to transform your life. Something as simple as exposing yourself to sunlight early in the morning can reset your cortisol levels, the hormone that dictates your energy and alertness throughout the day. This habit, which may seem insignificant, is actually a powerful tool for setting your biological clock and fighting fatigue. And the hidden villains? Excessive sugar and ultra-processed foods that disrupt insulin and lead the body into silent collapse. It's not about expecting miracles, but about making smart choices every day. Every decision, every repeated habit can be pushing your body toward hormonal balance or into an abyss. It's no longer acceptable to treat your routine as trivial. It's time to see it for what it really is, the engine that can bring back the vitality you've lost. Now, ask yourself, how much of your fatigue could be solved with small adjustments to your daily routine? You might be destroying your hormones without even realizing it. Every choice, every restless night, and every seemingly harmless meal could be undermining your hormonal health. Imagine this. The day starts with that coffee to shake off the sleep and a sweet roll for energy. It seems normal, right? But this routine spikes your blood sugar first thing in the morning, messing up your hormones and leaving you exhausted by midday. It's like fueling your body with the wrong kind of gas and expecting it to run perfectly. Poor diet isn't just about calories. It's about hormonal health and having the energy to live well. And sleep? How many times have you gone to bed late, scrolled through your phone until your eyes burned, and woke up feeling exhausted as if you hadn't slept at all? Every restless night isn't just a lost night. It's a direct hit to your hormones. Without quality rest, the body doesn't recover. Stress levels rise and energy fades away. Studies indicate that sleeping less than 6 hours a night can increase cortisol levels, the stress hormone, by up to 50%. This constant rise wears out the body and intensifies the cycle of fatigue and irritability. When diet and sleep fail, the body starts seeking compensation. The uncontrollable urge for sweets or carbs arises to boost morale and fight fatigue. This becomes a vicious cycle that only fuels the problem, putting hormones in a state of constant imbalance. It's no wonder that the result is always the same: fatigue, stress, weight gain, and even more serious health issues. So be honest, are these daily choices leading you to a state of balance or gradually destroying your hormones? Stress is not just a feeling. It's a slow poison that saps your hormones day after day. When combined with a lack of discipline, the effects multiply, leaving the body completely out of tune. Picture this. Your day starts in a rush, skipping breakfast, racing to work, and drowning in worries. Everything feels urgent, and your body goes into survival mode, constantly releasing cortisol. This stress hormone is helpful in small doses, but when it's always high, it drains energy, disrupts sleep, and makes it easier to gain weight. Studies show that chronic stress increases the risk of developing hormonal and metabolic disorders by up to 40%. The body lives as if it's in a constant battle, and this internal war wears down your health. When discipline is lacking, stress takes over. There's no time to eat right, breathe deeply, or care for your sleep. It's a vicious cycle. The more stress builds up, the harder it becomes to adopt habits that help balance hormones. The feeling of emotional and physical exhaustion intensifies, and it's easy to see how the body begins to quietly collapse, with symptoms ranging from hair loss to digestive problems. The worst part is that stress often becomes an excuse to keep living on autopilot. I don't have time. I'm too tired. I'll do it later. And so, discipline is put off. But the body doesn't wait. It accumulates damage, and the cost is high. Energy levels that never return to normal, mood swings with no apparent reason, and a constant feeling of always being behind. To break this cycle, you need to view discipline differently, not as a burden, but as the key to achieving a life with more energy and balance. It's not about limiting yourself, but about opening doors to a body and mind in harmony, where your hormones work for you, not against you. This is what is called hormonal freedom, a state where discipline brings not imprisonment, but true freedom. Discipline is not synonymous with restriction or a rigid, joyless life. On the contrary, it's the most direct path to reclaiming the freedom that hormonal imbalances have taken away. When applied smartly, discipline does not restrict, it liberates. When your hormones are in order, everything changes. There's more energy to face the day, more mental clarity to make decisions, and more motivation to enjoy life. It's like the body finally starts working for you, not against you. Maintaining disciplined habits like getting quality sleep, eating balanced meals, and exercising regularly is not a burden. It's a way of giving your body the foundation it needs to function optimally. Every small disciplined choice pushes the body toward balance, while chaos keeps the cycle of fatigue and emotional fluctuation going. Take Marcos, for example. For years, he lived on a roller coaster of energy, periods of productivity followed by deep exhaustion. When he decided to adopt a disciplined routine, fixed bedtimes, balanced meals, and regular physical activity, the results were astonishing. Not only did his energy and mood improve, but the sense of freedom was restored. What once seemed like a sacrifice became the key to a life of much higher quality. True freedom arises when the body flows naturally, without that constant struggle against fatigue and stress. Data shows that people who maintain a disciplined routine have 30% higher energy levels and report significantly better well-being. With discipline, the body stops fighting itself and starts flowing. The feeling of constant tiredness fades away, mood stabilizes, and energy comes naturally. This is true freedom, living with the body working for you, not against you. Imagine waking up and feeling like your body is finally on your side. Energy appears naturally, mood is stable, and the mind is clear. This is the power of balanced hormones. And yes, it is possible to achieve this state, but only when you understand that living at the mercy of chaos is not an option. When hormones are in sync, everything flows. Constant fatigue, it disappears. Emotional ups and downs, they become a thing of the past. The body, which once felt stuck, gains lightness and vitality. It's as if life stops being a struggle and starts unfolding effortlessly. Small problems no longer seem like insurmountable mountains, and even stressful moments are faced with a calmness that once seemed impossible. The truth is, living with unbalanced hormones is like walking on quicksand. The more effort you make, the harder it is to move forward. But when the body finds its balance, everything changes. Suddenly things start to fall into place. Work flows, relationships become lighter, and that feeling of always chasing gives way to unshakable confidence. This state of flow is not a luxury, it's the life you should be living. When hormones are in order, you don't have to fight your own body. Energy comes effortlessly, and well-being is a constant. It's as if, finally, the path is clear to live with intensity and purpose without the body becoming an obstacle. Caring for your hormones is more than a health issue. It's an act of self-love. It's like telling yourself, I care about me, I deserve to feel good. When you choose to balance your hormones, you're committing to treating yourself with the respect your body has always deserved. How often is the body neglected in the name of daily hustle? Working to the point of exhaustion, eating whatever just to save time, and sleep becoming a forgotten detail. Each time this happens, the body cries for help, and hormones reflect this neglect. Choosing to care for them is breaking this cycle of disrespect and saying, enough, now I'm putting myself first. Taking care of hormonal health is more than just trying to have more energy or control mood. It's honoring your body as the temple it is. It's recognizing that truly living means treating your own organism with the same dedication you would give to caring for a loved one. Because when hormones are balanced, inner peace stops being a distant wish and becomes a real experience. The body stops fighting itself, the mind clears, and the spirit finally finds rest. This act of self-care is one of the deepest forms of love. It's not about perfection. It's about having the courage to prioritize yourself and put your health above everything else. If you don't do it for yourself, who will? Loving your body is the first step to fully loving life. It's time to transform your life. You can no longer ignore the impact hormones have on your well-being and leave your body at the mercy of chaos. Discipline is the key that can unlock a more fulfilling existence, where body, mind, and spirit are in perfect harmony. Hormonal balance doesn't happen by chance. It requires conscious choices, commitment, and the willingness to put health first. Discipline is not a burden. It's a powerful tool that can open the doors to a life with more purpose and vitality. Imagine waking up with energy, facing challenges with clarity, and living each day with the feeling that you're truly in control. That's what happens when hormones work for you, not against you. This is the moment to take charge. Don't let a lack of discipline keep stealing your energy, your well-being, and the quality of life you deserve. Start with small steps, establish a routine that favors balance, and see how these changes can impact every aspect of your life. If this message resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments and like the video. Every step toward balance can inspire someone else to restore their own hormonal health. And if you want to continue this journey of transformation, the next video is the next step.